Hi guys, welcome to the Friday update. Take three. We've moved to a new building, new Wi-Fi, so we've had a few technical difficulties, but I think we've got it figured out this time. I'm here with Angela, and my name's Ernesto. You guys may also know me from the support emails and such. I primarily work on the Switcher Studio dashboard and some of the integrations we have with Facebook and YouTube. So a little bit of background on me. We're going to start off with Angela going over some of the questions that you've had in the past, and we'll also be monitoring the stream for new questions.
Sure. So if this is anyone's first time watching our Friday update, what I like to do is go over a couple of our most frequently asked questions of the week that have come through the support forum. The first one I wanted to talk about is streaming to YouTube. Over the past couple of weeks, we've had a lot of users getting an error when they try to stream to YouTube. They're winding up when they hit record and broadcast, they're getting a pop-up that's saying the preset is not available or the preset is not correct, and it's not letting them stream. What's going on is when you make that YouTube event, even if you're going to use the 720 preset that's already in there, you still have to tap OK next to that preset button and then create your event. If you do not tap OK, you're going to get that pop-up. So tap OK, give it usually about a minute just to let everything process over to YouTube side, and then you're good to go with broadcasting. Now, another question that's come up, I get this here and there, but it's come up quite a bit over the past week, is there simultaneous streaming with Switcher Studio? Now, through our app itself, you can only stream to one platform at a time. However, one solution a lot of our users have used is if you go to switchboard.live. Switchboard is formerly Joycaster, and they specialize in simultaneous streaming. So you would go to switchboard.live, you would set up whatever platforms you need, and you would put that data into Switcher, so that way you're using our software, but broadcasting to those multiple platforms. So that's something you guys can definitely do. Another question I've gotten this week is, of course, we've got Facebook and YouTube, promptly displayed on Switcher Studio, but is streaming to Periscope available? As of a couple of months ago, the answer to that is yes. If you want to stream to Periscope, you need to go to their website first and apply for the Periscope Producer Program. Once you're accepted into that, they'll send you an email, and then you're able to fill out what we call custom RTMP values. You guys have probably seen that field in the Outputs tab of Switcher Studio. Periscope Producer will give you a stream key and a stream URL. You put those into Switcher Studio, and you're able to broadcast directly to Periscope, just like you can for Facebook and YouTube. And this works for a lot of different platforms. If you guys use YouNow or Ustream, anything like that, most of those will still give you the custom RTMP, so you can easily use those with Switcher. The last two things I want to talk about are some exciting updates. One that I know we've mentioned on the website, I know we've mentioned the past couple of streams, but it's big news. You guys have still been asking about it. Video insertion, just like it is in Switcher Go, is coming to Switcher Studio. That should be out towards the end of next month. That update, you're going to have the video insertion, which will work just like graphics do at this time. You're also going to have some of the other Go features like the camera control sliders. You'll have the option to mute audio, as well as just tiny fixes like that. So as soon as that's ready, we'll be letting you guys know. It'll be available for update through the App Store, and you guys will be able to jump right in. The last thing, I know we kind of teased this on the stream last week towards the end. A lot of you guys have been asking for a Switcher Studio community. We've listened to that. We're bringing that forward. What's going to happen is you guys are going to have to fill out just a quick little survey letting us know how you use Switcher. It'll give you both the option to get a free Switcher Studio t-shirt. I know a lot of people have wanted our shirts. And you'll have access to a Facebook Switcher Studio community. Keep your eye out towards the early part of next week, and we'll be giving more information, and you guys will be able to go right in, join the group, get your t-shirt, and just talk with a lot of the other users in the community. But that's all for me. I'm going to go ahead and let Ernesto take it from here, and he'll go over a couple of other things with you today.
Sure. So we wanted to show you guys some of the features of the dashboard that some of you may have already used or know about, but some of you may be new, may have not had the chance to go through the dash and check out everything that we have. I know Angela earlier mentioned using Periscope Producer to publish or stream to Periscope directly from Switcher, and also Joycaster now called, what was it?
Switchboard.
Switchboard,
Yeah.
right? So in both of those cases, you need to get the RTMP URL and stream key from those two places and enter it into Switcher. And there's not an easier way to do it than to go to our dashboard, enter it from there, and it will sync with your iPad or iPhone or iPod. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and create a new account for the dashboard, and I'll log in, so it'll be a nice fresh account for us to play with. So I'm going to go ahead and register this account. It'll log us in. I won't save my password this time. So the first thing that happens is you'll be greeted with the Welcome to Switcher Studio video, which I encourage everyone to watch. It goes over the basics of how to use the app. This is absolutely not the only resource we have. Be sure to check out the support forum and all the other helpful articles that we have on there as well. And of course, you feel free to fill out a support ticket, and if you have any questions, then we're happy to help. So on the left side, there's a couple of options here. One of the probably the most popular ones is to link your Switcher Studio account with either Facebook Live or YouTube. And the way that works is that it will take you to either Facebook or YouTube, and then it'll ask you if Switcher may have permission to post to those platforms on your behalf. So an important note here is that when it asks for permissions, if you want to go live to the public on Facebook in particular, you have to allow Switcher to post public posts on your behalf, and there is a drop down that does that for you. So be sure to pay attention when you're linking your account. Otherwise, it'll only let you post to your friends, and then you won't be able to go public. So yeah, definitely double check that. So it's pretty simple. Funny enough, I don't know my Facebook passwords. I can't show you like the whole linking process, but it's really straightforward. You click on log into Facebook, it takes you to Facebook. You log in, and it bounces you right back. And then Facebook becomes an option inside of the Switcher Studio app. Same thing with YouTube. Very straightforward. So another key thing, especially when we're talking about Periscope and Switchboard, is you may need to stream to destinations that we don't have an integration with, or maybe they don't allow us to integrate directly with them. That's okay. They still give you the RTMP information, so everything that you need in order to broadcast to them. So in this case, all you have to do is go to the channel settings on the left side of the dashboard, and then click Add Channel. That'll open a new window. You can name it whatever you want. So I'll call mine Switchboard. And then Switchboard will give you a URL and a key. Sometimes it's called an RTMP URL, and sometimes it's a RTMP key, but it's basically an address and then a bunch of numbers or letters, and you enter them respectively in each one. And typically the server URL or RTMP URL starts with our RTMP. Oops. It's trying to autocorrect for me. I don't want that. No. Okay. And then :// and then it might be an address like, stream.switchboard.com. I don't know if that's what it is, but they'll let you know. And then in the stream key, it might be just some random letters and such. And then from here, there's some really great options for you. If you don't know which quality you should be streaming at, I recommend running a speed test. And what that will do is that'll pop up a window where it will send some data to our server and send it back, and it'll see how fast it can do those things. And it will automatically configure your video resolution, bitrate, audio format, all that stuff. It just happens for you. If you already know that you have great internet, or you know that it's bad, or you know which resolution you want to stream at, you can click manual configuration, and then you can either pick from some of our presets, or you can just mess around with the drop downs and change it. And the great thing is that once you've done that, you can just hit save. That data is saved, and it'll sync it to your iPad or iPhone or whatever device you're using as the main switcher. So now you just have to go to the app, and then next time you log in, Switchboard will be one of the options listed in your Outputs tab. If it's not listed, you can swipe down just like you can in most apps. To update, and it will show a spinner, and it will update. So it's usually very fast. So that's just a quick overview of how to do the channel settings part. The other main thing is the billing info section. So when you create a new account, you get a 7-day free trial, and it'll show you when the trial ends. Of course, if you want to continue using Switcher, it's as simple as adding your credit card, and then you don't have to do anything. It'll just automatically renew. If you've used it and you're okay with the trial and don't need to use it right away, you can just let it expire, and it's just fine. So this is where you manage those things. You can renew your subscription, cancel. Very simple. Also, your billing history is here. So if you need to get an invoice from before, you can download it from there. And the last big piece is just the profile. So here you can change your password. You can change your avatar. We use Gravatar. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's a centralized avatar system. So you change it in one place, and all these different services, such as us, you'll use the same icon for your username. So it's a great way to show your identity on multiple websites. And last but not least, the help, right? So if you ever need to contact us, click on the request help, fill out the form, we get an email right away, and we'll try to respond as soon as we can. We will be updating this form very soon, a little bit to gather a little bit more information so we can help you better. Angela and a couple other people on our team have been working hard to figure out exactly what we need in order to, be able to answer your questions more promptly. Lots of great new stuff coming to the dashboard as well. We're making some improvements to the way that the YouTube and Facebook Live integration works. Gonna add a couple new exciting features. Can't really talk about them just yet, but we're really focusing on making this a much better piece of the Switcher Studio ecosystem, right? So I think that's pretty much it for the dashboard. Do we have some questions on the live chat?
Cool, yeah, we've got a couple. It's Stan. I don't know if you guys can hear me very well. I'm now behind the camera over here, monitoring the stream, making sure everything looks good. First question we have is talking about Mevo integration. Do we have any updates on that, or is that a possibility in the future?
It is something that we've been working on. As a lot of you guys know, we used to have Galileo support last, I believe it was June or July. The company who makes Galileo stopped doing it. So we've been trying to come up with other solutions, other kinds of cameras to bring in. We've gotten a lot of requests for Mevo and DJI. We've been doing some tests with those. There's nothing we can 100% confirm, but we're definitely trying to integrate those in. And as soon as we have any updates, we'll let you guys know, show you guys how it works, and be able to add those into our roster.
Excellent. And one other question, do we have any updates on screen sharing for Windows?
Okay. So we're definitely working hard on that one because that is a top request that we get for Windows screen sharing. So we're actually putting more effort into that, and we hope to have something very soon. I don't know if I can definitively say some specific date or timeline, but it is definitely at the top of our development list, and we're putting more gasoline on that fire to get it going, right? So definitely coming soon. It's something that I'm excited for since I primarily work on Windows. I develop most of my stuff on Windows, so I definitely could get use out of it. So, yeah.
Excellent. And one more question that just came in. Someone asks, when they play videos on Switcher Go, they hear sound but just get a black screen. Any ideas? That might be one to go ahead and send us a
Right.
So you want to take that one and let them know how to get a hold of us?
Sure, yeah. If you guys, whoever sent that question in or anyone else who has any support related questions, send that to support@switcherstudio.com. It's going to hit our inbox. You'll probably talk to me or Ernesto, but we'll ask some more questions about what's going on, get some more information from you, and we'll definitely get that resolved. That's not something we want to have happen.
Yeah, in that particular case, it could be something that's specific to the video you're playing back that we haven't encountered yet. So definitely file a ticket. If it's okay to share the video you were trying to play with us, that would help us too. That way we can debug the app. There's also a new update for Switcher Go coming out very, very soon. Probably in the next day or two. So might resolve that issue, but we'll see.
Depending on, when you need it done, I would say if you can give it probably Sunday or Monday, try it again. That new Switcher Go update might resolve the issue. If it's something you need resolved quickly, or if the new update does not resolve it, support at switcherstudio.com and we'll go ahead and get you taken care of.
Excellent. And one more. Will your system stream to any RTMP server?
So yeah, it will stream to any RTMP server. The only caveat is it can't be authenticated, meaning it can't have or use a username and password. And there's not very many of those, so really the answer is yes. For the most part, if you know the RTMP URL and stream key, if you're using a Switcher Studio, yes, you can stream to it.
Very good, and that's just for Switcher Studio, just so people know.
Right,
Switcher
it's for
Go.
Switcher Studio. Switcher Go only streams to YouTube and Facebook.
Well, I think that's going to do it, guys. I think that's all the time we have, so if you want to say your goodbyes, we'll see you next week.
Sure.
See you guys. It was
Yeah.
great being here.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and
Yeah.
we'll see you guys next week again.